What happens when they leave Nashville, though, for Game 5 and head to Pittsburgh?
Well, again, the extra day off I think will help the Penguins, just like the extra day off helped the Nashville Predators down 2-0 coming back to Nashville. I think teams that lose in those situations, it's good to have a little more time to kind of get to regroup and get refocused on the task at hand. I think the Predators, though, I think they really have to be feeling good about the way this has gone in these first 4 games. They played very competitively in Pittsburgh. They have the confidence now to know they can beat the Penguins, having winning both games in Nashville. At some point, they're going to have to win a game in Pittsburgh if they're going to win the Stanley Cup. So they're going to have to figure that out. But I suspect that they're going to be very competitive. I mean, you look at that top 4 group of defensemen with Ellis and Subban and Yossi and Ekholm. Those guys are playing at a really high level right now. They're giving the Penguins all kinds of trouble in the defensive zone. They're able to get the puck out. And, the big turnaround has been Pekka Rinne more than anything else. He wasn't very good in the first 2 games, but, boy, he was really good in Game 3. And last night, he was off the charts good. He was the biggest reason they won last night. Even though the score was 4-1, the Penguins had a lot of good opportunities. Pekka Rinne just played tremendous in that game last night and gave his team a chance to win.
And we'll see if the Preds have packed their mouthwash for the trip to Pittsburgh as well. I mean, what are the chances that this would be a huge storyline here, EJ, in all your years covering the NHL and the Stanley Cup Final? When have you ever come across – I thought the catfish was bad enough, and now we're talking about fresh breath?
Yeah, that was kind of a little bit of a back and forth there at the end of Game 3 with P.K. Subban and Sidney Crosby. Now, some things were said between the two of them, and when P.K. Subban was asked about him, he said off the cuff that Sidney Crosby was just saying he didn't think he thought he had bad breath. And so that became a running joke. Crosby denied it. When you look at the tape, you can see that's not what was said. I think it was there was something there might have been something that was bad that was going on in that conversation, but it wasn't.
Well, they needed to wash out their mouth based on what I saw and what I heard.
Exactly, but P.K. Subban took it to another level last night coming to the game. He kind of had this big open bag everybody can see, and he had these big jugs of Listerine in there. So he's playing it up. He likes that kind of thing. I think they're doing whatever they can to try to get the Penguins and Sidney Crosby off their game. And, at least for the last 2 games, it's been effective in terms of beating the Penguins. Crosby was very good, though, last night. He had a goal, and he had a couple of other opportunities, and he played well. He just needs a little bit more help from his teammates.